Welcome back to the Stadium Bella Vista in Parchal. Coming up, it is Brazil versus Germany. We're just a couple of minutes away from what is a classical footballing encounter. The clash of the two teams who are South American and European champions. Two teams that will have a very big say at the World Cup in Canada in the summer. Brazil are playing in the Algarve Cup for the very first time in their history, the latest new name to be added to the history of this prestigious competition. And it is a must-win game for both teams. Qualification for the final is, strictly speaking, out of their hands, because a win for the United States against Iceland and the USA will go to the final. But a win here for either two of these and a slip-up from the Americans, and the winner of this may just sneak through to a place in the final. Well, Germany have been a dominant force in this competition. They've reached 4 of the last 5 Algarve Cup finals. Brazil hoping to reach the final in their first appearance here. It's a fairly settled side for them, to the one that beat Sweden by 2-0. Just the one change. Debinha is left out, and she is replaced by Zanaretto Beer in the starting 11. The two names to watch out for here, of course, obviously, are Formiga and Marta. Referee for this one, Melissa Borjas of Honduras. And here is the German starting 11. The pack has been shuffled a great deal again. 5 changes from the team that responded to that defeat to Sweden by beating China. Although one of the goal scorers, Anja Mittag, does start the game on the bench. Into the side come Jennifer Marizan. Celia Sasic comes in up front and wears the captain's armband. Melanie Leopolds into midfield. Jennifer Kramer into the back 4. And the versatile Alexandra Popp is handed the start too. It's a bright sunny day. Wayne Boyce here to take you through the action. Sue Smith is alongside me. It probably will end the day with neither of these two qualifying for the final, but it's going to be a great game in them trying to get there. It
really is, and I think it's good preparation for both teams to play against each other. Difference in styles, you know, you've got the German style of they're very strong, they're very powerful, very direct, and the Brazilian side technically very, very good. Didn't actually start the tournament too well, you know, drawing against China. China made it very difficult for them, but then they came into their own against Sweden, beating them 2-0, and showed just what they're about. And they're so good to watch. They're like gifted on the ball. You mentioned Marta, she's certainly a player to watch, and I think anybody that watches women's football will probably know her name. She's a household name, and she can make things happen, and you know, it'll be a very interesting game to see how it actually pans out.
She's widely considered, isn't she, as the finest player in the world in the women's game.
Yeah, I think so, because she's just different to any other sort of female player. She's been doing it for years now as well at that top level, and she can just change a game. And you know, you look at Marizan, Sasic for the German side, and they can do exactly the same, but Marta has just got that ability.
Well, all they can do is win, rather, and hope for a big, big favour from Iceland. So it's Brazil versus Germany. Final day of group action from the Algarve Cup. A couple of days break, and then it is the playoff matches. Question is, which one will these teams be in? If they aren't to make the final, then the third place playoff should give them another tough warm-up game for the World Cup, which effectively this tournament serves as. These two are due to play each other again before the World Cup finals in a friendly that has been organised for next month. Germany in the changed all black, Brazil in the familiar yellow shirts and blue shorts. Early play here by Alves. Now Moreno. Tiasa Moreno's challenge. Oh, lovely bit of skill straight away from Marta.
So good to watch, and she just gets the fans straight away on their feet with that bit of skill.
Given away though by Germany, Alushi the intended target. Now Brazil have it with Dos Santos. Now the captain, Bruno Benitez.
Germany look like they're quite happy to let Brazil have it in that defending third, and then as soon as they get a little bit further forward, they press them really high.
There's Alves.
It's just a lovely bit of skill. That's why she's, you know, been one of the top players for so long. She's got excellent feet and she always stands out. She'll always do something like that in a game.
It's amazing, really, isn't it, that in a competition that is played in Portugal as prestigious as this, it's the first time that Brazil have taken part. Plenty of support for them, though, as you can hear.
Yeah, they get the support that follow them wherever they go, and it's quite strange that they've not actually been in this tournament before, because I think, like you say, it's such a prestigious tournament. It's a tournament that it gives good preparation before a major tournament like the World Cup or the Olympics or whatever that might be, and you know, I'm sure they'll be here more times after this.
Alushi. Germany have it back again here with Kran. And the ball in behind for Sasic to chase after. Sasic for Germany. Now Laudet. Tireless runner is Laudet. Just holds the play up though. That's in from Marajan. Sasic with the head down. Cleared away though by Brunner. Still it's not away. The first time shot from Alushi. First real dangerous attack from Germany.
Yeah, it really was, and you mentioned Laudet. She's a tireless runner. She'll just keep going.
Brazilian throw, which Andressa will take. Flicked by Marta, wins the throw off Leopolds.
Marta will start on this left-hand side, but she'll drift in field. She'll just find the little bits of space where she can get hold of the ball and make things happen. They just give her a free roll, really.
Andressa Alves. There's Fabiana. Ball one back by Leopolds. Now Marta turning away brilliantly from Marajan. Still going, Marta goes for goal, and it's off target. It would have been absolutely magnificent.
That'd have been a fantastic goal. Like I said, she starts out on the left, she drifts in field, she just goes wherever the ball is, she'll go, she'll pick the ball up, and that's what she does. She gets on the half turn, drives at the defence, and she's not afraid to shoot. But what a lovely bit of skill there. She just sees that space and she just drives. Got a wicked left foot.
Not a bad international scoring record either, Marta. 89 appearances, 89 goals.
It's not bad at all.
Sasic. It's a free kick for Germany. Sylvia Nide watches on. Pressure's going to be on, isn't it, to repeat the performance at the European Championships, at the World Cup. Ball delivered in. Too much on it though for Laudet.
Yeah, and Germany started so strong against Sweden when they went 2-0 up within about 5 minutes and then actually lost the game 4-2. And that's really unlike a German side.
Sasic. Clever ball through to Pop, who lost her footing. Here's Alushi. Crossing by Alushi. Sasic is there. Just couldn't stretch, and the ball is behind for a goal kick, but it's been a fabulous start to the game. Yeah. Great tempo. It
really, really has. It's been end-to-end, and this is good play from Germany. Like you can see, I think Pop just lost her footing. There wasn't a foul, but here just drives and just a lovely dink ball. That's exactly what you have to do when you get to that byline. Just dink the ball to the back post, and Sasic came in round at the back post, but she just couldn't quite get up high enough to direct the header back across goal. But really positive start from both teams. I think we expected that. Both teams like to attack. They're both very direct.
Marta beaten to that one. Brunner sending it forward though. As far as Petter. She finds Laudet. Leopolds forced back to Petter. Here's Kramer. Taser. Free kick for Brazil. Just so clever, Marta. She draws fouls the whole time.
Yeah, she really does. And you can put players on her, you can put 2 or 3 players to mark her, but she's just got that ability to turn away from players and, like you say, just draw a foul. Always looks like something's going to happen when she gets on the ball.
And Dresser Alves is over this. It's a deep delivery all the way through, off the head of Leopolds.
So I think Leopolds thought she had that much time. I think she thought there was probably a Brazilian player close to her. She's stretching for the ball.
Delivery straight into the hands in the end of Schultz. Here's Krant. Really open game. Marajan. It's great for players like Marajan to be on the same pitch as Marta, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. I'm sure they both respect each other quite highly.
Over hit by Kramer.
That's the only thing with the Brazilians. They do tend to overplay at times when maybe they could just get rid of the ball and they look to pass it around in their defensive third. And with Germany, the way that they press, they'll win the ball back quite high up. It can be dangerous for Brazil.
It's only ever once beaten Germany, Brazil. Germans do generally get the upper hand, although they haven't met that many times. Maya keeping a close watch on Rosanna. And Dresser's throw into Rosanna. Bia was after that one. Fadal, the Brazilian coach, will consider his side to have as much of a chance as anyone at the World Cup in Canada. On the Copa America Femenina again, they are such a dominant side in South America. The pool of talent perhaps isn't what it should be. Their only defeat, though, was against Argentina. Here's Grant. Sides like Paraguay and Colombia have improved the level of competition, haven't they, for Brazil and South America?
Just give it a little bit more, like you say, competition, and you know that's what they need, because they then come into a World Cup without actually having been challenged. So this is why they need to play in tournaments like this and play against top quality opposition for them to improve and keep being one of the top nations.
Played by Lushi. Now Sasic. Bruno making the challenge. I'm not sure there's been too much in the way of a structured development program in Brazil, has there? They're just blessed with terrific players. Yeah,
you're right, just talent, and you can see each and every player can play. They know they can play in different positions. They don't actually stick to a particular, like you say, strategy or a particular formation. But they have that ability to be a top nation.
There's Laudert. Away from Taylor. Good play by Laudert. Sasic has taken an air shot. Here's Marajan. Great play by Laudert in the first place. Got away with that one though, Brazil.
Yeah, excellent play by Laudert there. She just drove with the ball, got the ball. I'm going to drive into space and I'm going to get the ball across. And it was a lovely ball in, and whether it took a bobble, I don't know, but it was a complete air kick and something that you don't expect from Sasic.
Formiga losing out. Sasic going for goal, but well off target.
Just trying to make amends for the air kick.
Leopolds. Taken away though by Morena. Now Taylor. Morena. Formiga. Marta doing well. Thought she'd lost the ball initially, but great determination to win it back. Now Andressa Alves. And that's a foul.
That's just frustration as a forward when the defender gets the better of you. Not only has she got so much skill, she's also really strong on the ball. Doesn't get pushed off the ball very easily, Marta.
There's a real determination about her as well.
Yeah.
Like all great players, there's a side to her, isn't there?
There really is. It's her ball and she's going to keep it.
Quarter of an hour gone, 0-0. Sasic. Marajan to Maya. There's Maya again. And she was caught by Andressa Alves. After she released the ball, it is a free kick for Germany.
Alves is going mad at the referee there, but it was a foul. See, Maya just knocks the ball off, and just as she knocks the ball off, completely gets taken out.
I can't understand the surprise in the reaction. It's extraordinary.
There's actually no need to do it because Maya had played the ball out of play.
Marajan over it. Petter in behind Formiga, who's shielding her eyes from the sun. Played in by Marajan. It was played behind Sasic, though. Difficult one for Pop to try and deal with. Back into the danger zone. Well defended in the end by Taylor. Now Sasic. Oh, the goalkeeper's dropped it, but the whistle has gone.
Good determined play from Germany there. Won the ball back. I think Sasic was just offside. I think that's what they've given their free kick for. Oh, it's a close one, actually.
Just as well the flag did go up. This was terrible from Luciana. Pop. Taisa. This is Formiga. Now Taylor. Touch from Rosanna. Given away though by Taisa. Pop winning it. Picking out Sasic, who finds Zalushi. Running at Andressa Alves. Zalushi gets the cross in. Oh, it's a terrific header by Alex Pop. The kind of chance that she thrives on. Fabulous play by Alushi.
Yeah, excellent play from Alushi. Just drives at the fullback and just gets the ball into exactly the right area. And it was a good run from Pop. She's just come across from the wide position into central position, and she looks stunned that it didn't actually go in. Good play from Germany. They're getting joy out wide, aren't they?
Got themselves a corner. Averages a goal every other game, Alex Pop, which is decent, really. Beaten away by Luciana, when you consider that she doesn't really play as the central striker.
No, she comes in from wide. She makes that late run, which is difficult to pick up.
Touched by Alushi to Pop. Second chance in quick succession for Alex Pop, and again it's wide of the same post. Just
finds herself in really good positions. Lovely little flick ball and just hits it on the half volley. But as a wide player, you want your wide players to come in and play. Let your fullbacks give you the width.
I always thought her future would be at centre forward. I mean, the Under-20 World Cup, when she finished as top goal scorer, she was unbelievable.
Yeah, I think there's just so many good centre forwards. Yeah. So I think to try and fit her in, they've played her out wide, but probably give her the freedom to change positions and go infield.
She's even played left back, hasn't she, at club level in the early days?
So versatile.
Here's Marta. Away from one challenge. Fed into Formiga. She helped it on to Rosanna. She was in acres of space. It's a late challenge there on Kran from Formiga. They're a bit tasty of one or two challenges, the Brazilian. You feel they have a red card in them every game.
Definitely. And they look so innocent when they...
I mean, that's a poor one. That's a shocker.
That's naughty. When you go in with your studs up like that, it's a naughty challenge.
Kran inspecting the damage.
Surely she must get a booking for that.
It's not beyond the realms to expect a red these days for something like that.
No, you're right.
It's a lovely flick that from Alushi.
Yeah, she just knew where Pop was. Good vision.
I think it's the right away colours for Germany, you know, black. There's something awesome about them when they're all in black like that, compared to the green that they've had and the red in the past.
Yeah, no, I much prefer this kit.
Free kick for Germany. Kran is getting a shin patched up after the mark that was left by Formiga's challenge. It's not even a yellow for that. It's unbelievable.
I can't believe that. The referee obviously didn't see that.
Brazilian free kick.
That will have been just underneath Kran's shin pad as well.
Dresser Alves. Now Formiga. Fabiana. Heavy touch from Marta. Flicked off by Marijan. Two great number 10s out there.
Yeah.
Marta and Marijan. Here's Formiga. Dresser Alves. Formiga. Good possession from Brazil. Here's Bruna. That's a real punt downfield from Helmut Schultz. Augsburg goalkeeper, 27 years of age. Nadine Angerer not getting any younger at 36, but remains the first choice.
I think they have to give Schultz this experience to play. I know she's played other games, but Anger has just been the #1 for a good few years and still an excellent keeper. It's just such a shame when she is the #1, because Schultz would probably get in most of the national teams.
Oh, definitely. That's the strength of the team, though. We spoke about that earlier with France.
Yeah. They have so many players to pick from.
Laudet. Brunner intercepting. That's an awful lot there, though. Here's Formiga. Brunner back to the goalkeeper, Luciana.
Passing from Brazil's defence hasn't been good. Keep giving the ball away, needless positions. When they get past that from midfield to attack, they look phenomenal, but they just waste too many balls.
Now Alushi, went for goal straight away. It's a nice idea, although Luciana wasn't particularly off her line.
Confidence. Yeah, she's just got the ball, thought, I'm going to have a go here. She does actually look up. Would have taken a good finish to beat her from there.
Alushi. Dresser's having a tough time against Alushi. Well played by Andressa, up towards Bia. Hasn't been much service up to the Brazilian centre forward so far. Now there, it's a good ball through to Sasic, who just hesitated and allowed Fabiana to get the challenge in.
It's like she just sort of stumbled as the ball came through to her. It was a great ball and a good run. She held the line really well, but it was just a stumble just as she was about to get on the end of it.
Now foul on Laudet. Marta losing the ball. Lovely turn away by Alushi. Challenged by Thaisa. It's good support for both teams, actually. You know,
yeah.
I think there's a few Germans down on holiday.
Yeah, it really is. This game's getting a little bit tasty as well. There's a few challenges going in. I think that was good strength, if I'm honest. She held her body quite strong. I think if I was Alushi, I'd probably be calling for a free kick as well, but...
6 games unbeaten, Brazil, since a 2-0 loss to France in a friendly in Lyon in November. 4 wins and 2 draws in that time. The second of those draws, the 0-0 with China, perhaps the most disappointing result in that run. It could ultimately be the match that cost them a place in the final if they were to produce a win here. Marijan's ball in, dangerous ball across. Germany looking the more likely, though, of the two sides in this opening half an hour. Actually, I can't believe it's nearly half an hour. It's flown by the start of this game. Here's Morina. Beer chasing after this. Kramer across. Beer with the cross in. Meyer is there, though. Cleared by Petter.
The ball came in there wasn't one Brazilian player in the box.
Fabiana. It's fallen for Marta, who goes for goal. Well, they stood off, didn't they? Allowed her too much time, and they were fortunate that she didn't hit the target.
Yeah, that's something that you can't do with Marta, and what she does well is she picks up the second ball. So the long ball comes in, Germany managed to clear, but then she's just there. You can see she just gets hold of the ball, she just drives, and she's only got one thing in her mind, and that's to shoot at goal.
It's just the style at which she does everything, isn't it?
It's like it's so easy, isn't it?
Oh, just an extra flick on the ball before I shoot. Formiga.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to watch her play.
June the 9th, date for your diary. It's when Brazil kick off their World Cup in Montreal in Canada against South Korea. They're in a tough group, actually. South Korea and Spain, 2 of their opponents. Costa Rica as well. It's Brunner. We'll expect to top that group, but on their day, South Korea and Spain can give anybody a game.
Yeah, they really can. It will be a tough group for them to get out of.
Like a foul throw from Fabiana. Heavily strapped, isn't it, the left thigh of Marta?
I think that's probably the amount of kicks that she gets in a game.
Sasic. Fires ball in, well headed by Brunner. Heavy touch though by Sasic. Here's Andressa. It's the free kick.
Andressa going forward and on the ball, she's very, very good, but defensively, a little bit weak for me. If I was Germany, I'd say play down that side.
Brunner. Leopold's winning the initial ball. This is Morena. And Marta. Just over hit though towards Rosanna. Brunner's header. Now Lauder. All it's lacking is a goal this game. It's been chances. Here's Marijan. Meyer. Away from Marta. Marta sticking to it though. He gives away the free kick and then pushes Meyer in the face. Well, one or two of these Brazilian players are threatening to get out of control, aren't they? We've had the challenge from Formiga unpunished, and how on earth Marta hasn't seen at least yellow for that? I mean, that's a red card these days.
Of course it is. I was going to say at least a yellow card. She should be sent off for that. You know, you can see by her reaction, Maya does really well. You know, she doesn't do anything.
Madness.
And she just pushes her in the face. That's a red card. And like, that's what you say, that she's got a little bit of something about her. That's why she's such a good player, but you've got to try and stop that, because in the World Cup finals, get sent off for a silly...
Yeah, the referee's taking a rather lenient view here, because I don't think it's any exaggeration. Brazil could already be down to 9.
Yep, he really could.
Marajan's cross. There's Leopolds. Ramos cross in. There was plenty in there in black shirts, but well gathered by Luciana.
Got to say, Maya did very well not to react to that.
Yeah.
You know, she just got up and walked away. She'd got a free kick. I like her as a player. Good young player. Works really hard. She defends first and foremost, but she'll get forward as well.
The thing is, in a World Cup situation, though, she'd have to react, wouldn't she? Because there's a chance there of getting Marta, Brazil's best player, sent off.
Yeah. But I think, you know, sometimes it's about being honest as well, isn't it? And you know, she's definitely an honest player there, because she just got up and carried on. But the referee's got to spot that.
Yeah. Not a single card for Formiga or for Marta, with 2 offences that really we wouldn't have been surprised if they were asked to leave the field. It's Taylor. There's a spikiness about Brazil.
Yeah.
Fabiana. It's all right having that, but it has to be controlled, because, as you say, at major tournaments, incidents like that cost you.
Definitely. You know, your best 2 players probably sent off for just 2 silly challenges. I'm not even sure why Marta reacted like that. Maya hadn't, for me, done anything wrong. Whether it was a combination of a few things, because she seemed to be getting frustrated when the ball gets took off her, or you know, things don't quite go her way. I think that was just the last thing to happen, and Maya got it in the face.
Taylor. And Dresser. Beer just leaving that for Marta. Put through by Tiasa towards Beer, who's still going, looking to get her foot in, and she's left her foot in there on Schultz.
It was a good, positive run, wasn't it? You know, she controlled the ball really, really well on her chest, brought it down, and really direct. She's just going for goal, and here she just loses. Oh, she just loses control of the ball, and she isn't gonna pull out from there. Looking at how the Brazilians have set up so far. Schultz did well to come out and close that down.
I think with that one, she did have a right to at least have a foot there, Beer. It's very different to the Formiga challenge.
There was no way she was going to pull out from that.
Taylor. Some really good game this though, Formiga. Fabiana back to Luciana. 10 minutes to half time, 0-0. Taylor. Oh, goodness me, that was a heavy touch. Sorry for Brazil. Such was the efficiency there that we nearly had 2 balls on the pitch. Dresser. Now Maya. Alushi. expected enough really of Rosanna down this near side. Man, more than capable of tearing defences apart.
Yeah, she just needs the ball in the right areas to do that. She's been crowded out quite a lot.
Marajan. Put away by Brunner. Foul by Pop. It's a free kick for Brazil. Tiata, the player, was down. In fact, no, it's Brunner.
Yeah, Pop completely clattered her there, and you could see that, you know, she was going for the ball, but it was definitely a foul.
Dresser. Under pressure immediately. Well, Dresser, you almost wonder why she plays at fullback, because, like you say, at the other end, she's terrific.
She really is, and she, you know, she doesn't seem like a fullback. She's not. Definitely for me, she seems very weak defensively, but you could see there, you know, she was trying to beat a player from a fullback position, as a wide player would do, or you know, a centre forward.
There's Marajan. Oh, the flag has stayed down here. Sasic is onside. Alushi is pulled to the centre. Oh, terrific challenge from Brunner. I think Alushi must have thought she was going to have a tap in, and that was terrific play by the Brazilian captain.
I have no idea how Sasic was onside, and she actually was onside as well. It's the player on the far side. Can't see who that is, who's actually keeping her on. But what defending from Brunner. She did so well to get back. Showed a lot of pace to get back in there.
Unbelievable determination.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Alushi knew she was coming either. I think she had all the time in the world.
Yeah.
And in the end, didn't get a sniff of the ball. Here's the corner. Goalkeeper came and went, and it's thumped in by Alex Pop. Lethal from that kind of position, and it is Germany who get the breakthrough. So for all Brunner's good work, the resulting corner has ended up with Germany taking the lead anyway, but you cannot give Alex Pop an opportunity like that.
No way, and Alex Pop deserves that. I think she's been excellent throughout this game. She's worked really hard. She's had 2 chances before this, but this is a lovely delivery, and what a leap. You know, she gets up, rises above 2 defenders. You can't stop that. Fantastic header, lots and lots of power. There was quite a lot of power on the cross, so she just had to direct it. Excellent. Like you say, you can't give her a chance like that. She'll put it in the back of the net.
Thumping header. And finally, we have the only thing that the game was missing, and that's a goal.
She's got a really good spring, hasn't she, Alex Pop? Timed the header really, really well.
That's why I like her down the middle. For me, it's still her best position.
Yeah.
Here's Meyer. As you say, such is the quality available through the middle for Germany. Sasic. Here's Meyer.
The fact she scored so many goals from a wide position coming in, you just think, how many could she have scored if she'd have been playing central?
Kramer's throw. Now Laudet. Here's Pop. Not the best cross though for Sasic or Alushi. It's Rosanna. Turning into trouble. Pop has it. Myra continued forward. Sasic! Whistle had gone anyway off the outside of the post. Wouldn't have counted.
I think she was just offside there, Sasic. Really alive though to the ball, to the second ball as it was bouncing in. Oh, it's a close one. Really close one. Not sure she got that one right.
Sasic's record for Germany as well is better than a goal every other game. 55 in 100 appearances for the Frankfurt forwards. It's Fabiana who's down at the moment.
Yeah, you could see she was alive to that.
Actually, the Brazilian squad still play their football in Brazil. There's only 7 of the 23 that have been brought here to Portugal who play outside of Brazil. 4 of them in the USA. Bia, who's playing in South Korea. Marta, of course, in Sweden. What a header.
It's a great header. Yeah, she leaps really, really well. Gets above 2 players there, 2 defenders. It's all about the timing though, isn't it? The power that she can get on the header. If you wanted to coach a young girl heading from a cross, that'd be a perfect technique. Eye on the ball.
It's not looking good, this.
I think she must have fallen awkwardly. Seemed to be a hip she's complaining about.
Fabiana, the right back. No, it's as she makes that challenge. Yeah, she lands very, very heavily.
She does.
Fabiana.
Yeah, she seems to be holding a hip. Hopefully that's not too serious.
Here's Morena. Down to 10 at the moment, Brazil. But the way Fabiana went off, I'm not sure she'll be coming back on. It's very warm and dry, so it could be quite a hard landing, couldn't it, underneath the grassy top.
Fell very awkwardly.
It's Formiga. Here is in the centre. Formiga continues the run. Maya gets it away. They've not really threatened Brazil, have they, in the final third?
No. They've done lots of nice little skills just on the outside, but there's not really been any clear-cut chances that I can remember. I think there's been an odd. Marta's had a couple of shots, but from distance.
Dresser's throw. I've given up counting the dodgy throws, actually, in this game.
I think they're just letting them all go, aren't they?
Here's Marta. Now Brunner. Morena. Now Formiga. Played in towards Rosanna. And wins the free kick, Rosanna. Did well there because there didn't seem anywhere for her to go.
Yeah, she did. She just kept hold of the ball, got her body in the way and played for the foul, really. Like you say, there was no other real options. Not really sure they needed to do that. Just didn't seem to be going anywhere.
And Fabiana back on by the looks of it.
I'll tell you what, that water must be bad, Jim.
3 minutes to be added on. Still got a bit of grass by her eye that needs sorting out, but
maybe that was a problem.
Marta over this. I think she's weighing it up. Oh, it's a terrible free kick from Marta. It's gone back to her though. Oh, she's fouled again. Clear foul by Alushi. And she'll get another chance at it.
She just twists and turns so well.
Andressa over this. It's a good side for the left foot of Andressa. Scored 7 goals at international level for Brazil, the 22-year-old. Chipped in by Andressa, headed away by Kran. And it's a free kick for Germany. Long by Maya. Towards Sasic, well defended though by Taylor. Well, they're one up Germany. They've had a couple of chances to increase that scoreline. Here's Sasic. Comes the corner off Andressa. And this could spell more danger.
It's one thing that you don't want to do, and that's concede corners against Germany, especially after the last one. I'm not sure she could do anything else, though.
Last chance, perhaps, for either side in this first half. Marijan will deliver. Oh, good corner again by Marijan. The header this time, though, straight at Luciana.
I think it was pop again. Sure it was, unmarked.
Well, that is half-time. And it is Germany who have the lead by a goal to nil. Alex Pop's header just 6 minutes before half-time. May not be enough to get Germany to the final of the Algarve Cup, but it would certainly be a morale-boosting victory if they were to see off the South American champions and finish on top of the group. Alex Pop then the difference, but in truth Germany have been the better side in that first half, and Helmut Schultz pretty much untroubled. It's Brazil 0, Germany 1. Welcome back to the Stadium Bella Vista in Parchau in the Algarve, where Germany are leading Brazil by a goal to nil. Lena Gersling, the Wolfsburg midfielder, was warming up vigorously during the half-time break, so we expect that she will come on in the second half. We were talking during the break, Sue, that her usual midfield partner at Wolfsburg and Germany, Nadine Kessler, isn't in the German squad, so again, it just shows that strength in depth that when she's coming back.
They really have, and you just look at the different players that they've got on the bench, that they've got injured, that have got to come back in, and that's only a massive positive for Germany, because like you say, they play at club level, they play at international level, and they've got a real partnership. Can only sort of help Germany in the World Cup if they're both back, they're both fit.
I think Kessler and Gersling's as good as it gets, isn't it? If you want to play with two holding midfielders, it's difficult to better that. Yeah,
definitely. And then it allows the likes of a Lucy Pop, Sasic, Marijan to get forward. So, you know that they're going to be their holding midfielders. They're going to be the ones that are going to protect the back four. But they don't just do that. They get forward as well and they support. But they are that protection to allow the other players to create, if you like. But then you've got Leupolz, you've got Lauder. It's tough. I wouldn't know who to pick. I'm glad I'm not the manager.
I'm sure there's many coaches that won't feel too sorry for Sylvia Neid and the difficult decisions that she's got to make.
Oh, definitely not.
Now, here we go. It's going to be a double change for Germany. Lorena Feist is going to come on as well as Gersling. Brazil, because they're bringing on Tamires Gomez. It's Morena who's being replaced by Tamires. So Lauder has been replaced by Feist. And Gersling on for Kran. So Germany leading by a goal to nil. Changes made at half-time. Feist on for Kran, Gersling on for Lauda in the centre of that midfield. And for Brazil, Tamires has replaced Morena on the right-hand side of the midfield. It will be Germany to kick off the second half. Alexandra Popp with a foot on the ball. It's her goal that separates the two teams. A couple of good chances before that. She could easily be sitting on a hat-trick, but then Brazil could easily be lining up with 9 players in the second half. Formiga with an awful challenge and Marta with a push in the face on Maya. Could easily have both seen red in that first half.
I wonder if Kran's still suffering from the injury in the first half, where we said potentially the Brazilian player could have got sent off. Because that was a nasty kick to the shin, so whether they're just protecting her, bringing Feist on.
Just looking at that, it looks as though Gersling is potentially playing in the back four.
And Feist in the midfield.
Yeah, there is Gersling there in the centre of the defence. I must confess, I haven't seen that before. There is Gersling.
Certainly trying something new.
There's Gersling now. And she's so good in the midfield area. It's almost a waste to have her playing at centre back.
You know, she's got the qualities of a centre half. She can tackle, she can pass the ball, she can win headers, but like you say, it seems a waste not having her in the centre of midfield to make things happen a little bit further up the field. Can't say I've ever seen that happen. All of the times I've seen Gosling play.
No, I certainly haven't. I don't know whether Wolfsburg fans will tell us otherwise, but I can't ever remember seeing Gersling at the centre of a defence. Marajan came through the same under-20 squad, didn't she, as Alex Popp. They've grown up playing in the German youth teams together. Oh, the ball has gone all the way through and it's in! And Brazil have themselves an equaliser. Was it Brunner, the captain, with the final touch? It was a scrappy old goal. Of that there is absolutely no doubt. And perhaps, in fact, it was Tamires, the substitute, who got the final touch.
They seem to be celebrating with Tamires, but it looks like an own goal to me. I think it's an own goal. I think it comes off Gosling. She goes up for the header, and I just think it hits Gosling on the back.
I think it was Brunner with the initial header, but as you say, did it hit Gosling on the way through?
It seems to just confuse Schultz because it looks like she's got it covered, and then it just seems to, the ball just seems to change at an angle. Yeah, I think that's an own goal.
It's Gersling. Put away by Kramer. Now Marajan goes for goal, and it wasn't too far away. Spectacular effort.
That's excellent play, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic from Marajan.
Yeah, she's got the ability to do that, just to win a game on her own.
Pop's header. Played in behind, and Sasic has done well. Tucks the ball away, and Germany lead by 2-1. Well, it was a horrible error, you have to say, from Brunner defensively. She just wasn't strong enough. And having got themselves level, Brazil, they are back behind just as quickly.
Yeah, they just got themselves back into the game. What strength from Sasic. Just gets her body in the way, and when she gets through one-on-one with the keeper, just a lovely, calm finish into the bottom corner. But Brunner's got to do better. She's got to be stronger in that position. Just sort of fell to the floor.
Here's Marajan. I think they've angered Germany with that equaliser. It's Feist now with the cross in. It's too high for Popp. Brazil all over the place at the moment. Alushi. Still going Alushi. Gathered by Luciana.
Brazil are so good going forward, but defensively, they look all over the place at times.
Had a good game, Alushi. Sometimes she can be on the periphery a bit, can't she?
Yeah, she's had a very good game. She seems to be swapping wings as well. She seems to be popping up on the left and on the right. But when she's getting it, she's very positive, driving at players, getting the ball in the box, which you want from a wide player. Yeah, everything good seems to have come through her.
Well, played her part in the equalising goal, Brunner. She's definitely played her part in Germany retaking the lead. Rosanna. Formiga. Marta. Well, appealed for handball and got it.
I think she was lucky there. I think she went to flick the ball around the corner and appealed for it, and the referee went with the appeal.
Germany officially ranked #1 in the world these days in the FIFA rankings for what they're worth. Brazil 8th. Marta over the set piece. Last Brazilian set piece resulted in an equaliser. Germany will need to defend it better. Talking to for Bia and for Kramer. And it goes from Marta, played by Schultz. Now Feist dwelt on the ball for too long. Marta pinched it away. Petter clears for Germany. Touch off by Lucy. Did well there. Now Sasic wrestled to the ground ridiculously.
She holds her face just in case there's going to be a card.
Again going on around her. Here's Rosanna. If you don't look, the yellow card doesn't count.
Yeah.
Rosanna. Now Marta. Formiga. Ball to Marta. I think it was going for the mighty shot there when Marajan made the tackle. And Dresser Alves. Rosanna with the chest down, but Marajan wins it back, and then it's played by Gersling. Again, Sasic getting in a tangle with Brunner.
I think she's thinking she got the better of me for the goal. I'm not going to let that happen again.
And Feist. Well, the dummy by Sasic, but there was nobody behind it. I think she thought that Pop was closer than she was.
It was a nice idea. Just completely misread the situation, Pop.
Marajan. Here is Pop, the header down to Sasic, but too close to Luciana.
So much space out wide for the Germans. Brazilian defenders are really, really narrow.
Luciana gathers. The latest we've heard is that it's USA 0, Iceland 0 in Group B. They're at the same time in that game as we are here, so if that finished like that, USA would have 7 points. And that would put Germany out, whatever happens here in terms of a German victory. If USA were to draw and Brazil were to win, then it would go down to goal difference between those two sides. The US are 2 goals better than Brazil as it stands. So as we are, both these teams are not going to reach the final. It will be a third place playoff for Germany against the second best team in terms of the runners-up in the groups. It's Fabiana. Seems bizarre to win a group and not go through, doesn't it?
It really does.
Sasic. It's a
so
lovely ball
space.
from Marajan.
Yeah, so much space.
Oh,
there.
Marajan, and there's the third goal. What a combination between Marajan and Sasic. Marajan started the move, Sasic ball back in, and Marajan with an easy finish.
Oh, they do link up so well. Marajan just gets the ball, plays it out wide. Sasic with the delivery, and then lovely finish. But you can just see this, they just seem to know where each other are. I keep saying about the defence is just all over the place. There's 2 defenders there, don't know where the right back's gone. Centre half isn't picking up, just strolling back in. Sasic with a lovely ball back into Marajan. Excellent finish.
Thaisa, the midfielder there, I mean, she's goal side of Marajan initially and just allows her to run past her.
Yeah.
And put the ball into the net.
You know, we spoke of that determination to get back in when Bruna did that earlier on. They just didn't seem to have that, whether they've just, I don't know, they think that they've lost the game now, so they haven't got that will to do that, because that's just simple defending, get goal side.
Well, full of goals since half-time this game. It's the third one now since the break. 3 in 11 minutes all told. There's Sasic. Brazil need to be careful. They don't find themselves on the end of a right pummeling now.
Germany seem to have the bit between their teeth, don't they, that they want to get more. They're not happy with just winning the game, they want to score more goals.
Both these teams, remember, knocked out in the quarter-finals of the last World Cup in Germany. Germany suffering that shock loss to Japan. Both dominate their continental championships. Brazil, for example, have only once failed to be champions of South America. Won 6 of the 7 Copa America Femeninas that there's been. European fans know all about Germany's dominance of the Euros, which we thought was going to end last year.
Yeah.
Well, not last year, 2013 now.
Yeah, we did. They had that transitional period where a lot of the young players were coming through, and maybe the more experienced players had retired. Still managed to retain the title.
Now Feist in space. They're finding so much space on this near side, Germany. That was a poor delivery, though, from the substitute.
Brazilian defenders, they just follow the ball. They're not looking where the players are around them.
Marajan. Such a well-worked goal between Marajan and Sasic, but at the same time, it could have been cut out by Thaisa had she just stuck with Marajan.
Just poor defending. It's great being technically gifted, which all of the players are, but have to be a little bit brighter when defending.
It's the 10th time these nations have met. Germany have won 4, Brazil 1 of the previous 9, 4 draws. Looking good for a 5th win here now, Germany. Here's Pop. Now Feist. Oh, agonisingly across the 6-yard box, and had Sasic made a run forward in anticipation, she would have had a tap-in.
Yeah, I don't think she actually expected that to happen. This is lovely play. Pop again, just found the ball, and this is just really quick feet, and where she plays the ball, that's a fantastic ball. I just don't think, like you say, Sasic read that, because if she'd have slid in, all she needed was just a little touch to make it 4-1. She even applauded it, the delivery.
It's Feist. She's done well since coming on this near side.
She looks really lively, wants to get on the ball.
Formiga. Chase on here. Thaisa after it. Gersling across. Marta. She's been quiet, Marta.
Yeah, in the second half. First half started off really well. Obviously Germany have targeted her as their main threat to stop her and to stop the supply to her as well. She's not managed to pick the ball up in dangerous positions.
There's Formiga.
You can see she's dropping deeper and deeper to try and get on the ball.
Fabiana. It's blocked by Feist. And Fabiana did well to get the cross in. Too high though for Marta, his Andressa. Foul by Alushi. Well, they didn't have much time to enjoy being level, Brazil, did they?
They didn't. That's just the German mentality. I think they realise they've learnt from what happened against Sweden, going 2 goals up and then losing the game 4-2. They won't let that happen again. So I think as soon as Brazil equalised, it was straight away, we need to get back on this, and they really stepped up into the next gear.
It really was amazing, that Sweden match.
Yeah.
And Dresser's ball in. It's played through to Formiga, who's still going. Germany taking their time to get it away. Rosanna was in there. And the whistle has gone. It's a free kick to Germany. It's been far from watertight, the German defending at this competition.
Yeah, they look like they can concede goals, I think, when they're put under pressure. And again, you know, it's a different partnership now. You've got Gosling at the back. And I think that the swapping of the 2 centre-halves, I know they've struggled with injuries. And moving that around, you need your back four really to be the same. I think when you're moving players, especially in the 2 centre-half positions, it can be quite dangerous.
Sasic. Now Marajan. There's a corner off Brunner. Get the feeling there's more goals than this for Germany. Marajan. Luciana pats it down. And the whistle has gone. Almost foul for Petter, and Sasic was in there as well, but doesn't fill you with the utmost of confidence, Luciana, in the Brazilian goal.
No, she doesn't. She flaps at this one. Yeah, she doesn't really do anything, doesn't punch, doesn't collect.
Now is Formiga. Free kick against her.
I think if you're putting a corner in, you'd say, put the corner on the goalkeeper, get players around and make it difficult. She's not the tallest goalkeeper.
Omega 37 officially. Amazing to still be going.
She's doing well.
World Cup to look forward to.
Still looks fit. Get around the pitch.
Ball just not sticking for Brazil at the moment. Tamirez has gone charging forward. Marta trying to do it on her own, but she's fouled by Leopolds. And we're going to see a yellow card. I thought she'd left those at home, to be honest.
I think she must have found them at half-time. You could see though when Marta was driving with the ball, there was 2 German players trying to get back with her.
Marta might fancy this one. On their day, they can beat anyone, Brazil, but it's difficult to see them coming away with a trophy, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't see that. I think just defensively, they don't look strong enough for me. I think they'll come unstuck against some good quality sides like Germany, like America, like France.
Marta with her head over it. Oh, it's very nearly gone all the way through. Any significant touch in there from somebody in yellow, and Brazil would have been back in the game.
Yeah. She just drives this ball, and they're so unorthodox at times. You know, they're so unpredictable. You don't know what to expect from them.
No, Beer went for the flick then off Marta's free kick.
So like you said, they can beat anyone on the day.
Still no goals, by the way, between the USA and Iceland. Another improving nation, of course, the Icelandic women's team. And beaten by Switzerland and Norway here in their first 2 matches, yet to score. But if they could find a goal, the USA would finish on 6 points and +3 if they were to lose by 1. Germany at the moment would have 6 points and +2, so they need another goal or 2, Germany.
Yeah, 'cause you never know what can happen. This tournament's brought about lots of different results that you wouldn't have predicted. So like you say, if Iceland can just sneak a goal, opens it all up.
There's Marta. Almost a delightful flick back to Marta from Andressa. Well, the whistle has gone, the flag is up as well. We were talking in the first half about Andressa playing further forward, and she's done that since the introduction of Tamirez, but she hasn't had enough of the ball to be effective. No, she hasn't, and that's what she needs. She needs the ball to her feet. She needs to be able to, you know, be able to do those little flicks and those little tricks in the final third. But they haven't played the ball up to her quick enough, I don't think. By the time they've played it up to her, there's been lots of players, German players around, stopping her. Bia has been replaced by Dalena. Andressinha has come on as well for Brazil. Tiassa, the player who really was to blame for Marajan's goal. Player taken off for Andressinha. I wonder was she a little bit fatigued that she couldn't actually get back into position? Just making excuses for her. It's a very kind way of looking at it. It's only a 5-metre run, really, wasn't it? I'll play for your team if you're coaching with an attitude like that. I'm sure her manager and coach won't look at it that way. Stay goal side. That'll be the talking to. It's Kramer. Ooh, Kramer and Schultz almost getting themselves in a bit of a tangle. Marajan. Really wets the whistle, this tournament, doesn't it, for the World Cup in Canada?
Yeah, it really does, and they call it a mini World Cup, and I see why.
It's Feist. Now Marajan. Delightful ball in again. The header was flicked on by Leopolds. Sasic couldn't bring it down though, and Brazil get it away.
That's nearly a great bit of play there again.
Fabiana. Now Marajan. Sasic. Alushi. Marajan on the overlap. Alushi. It's played well today. It's a lovely ball in. Sasic just couldn't get on the end of it.
I don't know if Sasic slipped just at the vital moment there.
Now Brazil on the counter with Marta.
And the difference between Brazil and Germany was just then, as Brazil were breaking, the amount of German players getting back behind the ball. They worked so hard defensively as a unit.
Alushi up towards Pop. Alessandrina. That's away the free kick. Yellow card coming out here. Amazing, isn't it? After the couple of incidences that we had in the first half, that suddenly the yellow cards are coming out for Leopolds and Alessandrina.
And if they're yellow cards, the other ones were definite reds that she missed.
Marajan. Now Kramer. Andrusina getting back to her though.
Andrusina actually did really well there, because there's two players in the ball. You've got to have two players in the wall defending that. It's just simple things that Brazil don't get right, and that's where they'll come unstuck against better teams.
Just 19, Andrusina, one of the new generation of Brazilians. Pop's fallen really heavily there after a collision with Formiga. Tamirez knocks it forwards. Marta chasing around after that. This is Sasic. Pop's back on her feet again. She's tough cooking.
She really is.
It's a really awkward looking fall, that was.
She didn't stay down for long.
Rosanna unable to get onto that from Andrusina. Brunner. Headed by Tamirez. Now Pop. Still no goals between the USA and Iceland with quarter of an hour to go. Same timing more or less as this game. What a result that would be, even if it finished 0-0 for Iceland.
Yeah, it's a massive confidence boost for them to draw with America. I don't think they would have expected that. I'm sure they've set up in a very defensive manner, frustrating the Americans.
Well, now everything's a yellow card.
Maybe she has to give so many yellow cards.
Feist into the book. I wonder if there was an element of not wanting to send Marta off, so let's not see the incident.
Yeah. Not having to make that decision. If you're a referee at that standard, you have to make tough decisions, don't you?
Could you imagine the scrutiny on that if that incident took place at the World Cup? It's Fabiana.
Especially if Germany had got beaten.
Yeah, and Marta scored the winner.
Yeah.
Formiga. Now Tamirez. Certainly put herself about, Andrusina, since coming on.
She really has.
Picked up a booking almost immediately. Now Maya. That was wayward. Formiga winning it back for Brazil. Now Rosanna. It's Gersling. More familiar territory, but it's been overhit. Well, there's the third goal again. Lovely chip ball from Marajan to Sasic, and then getting on the end of it.
It's excellent play between the two.
Tamirez.
That's what I like about the Germans, that they are very unselfish. You know, if somebody's in a better position, they will give the ball.
Kramer with the throw. And Fabiana. Leopolds. It's tough though at a World Cup, isn't it? It just takes one off day and you're out when it comes to the knockouts.
Really does. In the group stages, you can get away with having an off day and winning your other two games, and that's the thing, it's having that consistency throughout.
Segunda parte, 32 minutos, vai sair na seleção da Alemanha com o número 18, Alexandra Pop.
Right, Pop is coming off. On comes Anja Mitag. Terrific striker. Sarah de Brits replaces Leopolds.
Number 25, Sarah de Brits.
Anja Mitag, the teammate, as you will have seen before kick-off, of Brazil's Marta Rosengard in Sweden. What a strike force that is.
Oh, I know. The fact that you can bring Mitag on. Such a goal threat.
Andrusina fouls by Marajan.
12 minutos para os 90 na seleção do Brasil, vai sair com o número 11, Rosana Augusto, entra para o seu lugar com o número 18,
Rosana
Raquel dos Santos.
is coming off for Brazil. She has been replaced by Raquel. Darlena across to make the challenge. Could be Darlene, then we'd have Darlene and Raquel. It's like only fools and horses out there. There's Alushi. Cleared away by Formiga. Up to Darlena.
That's probably for the older viewers, isn't it?
Okay, you're giving my age away now.
It's all right, I knew.
That's true. Now Bruna. We've got Boise in the commentary booth as well.
Yeah.
Just gets worse, doesn't it? There's Bruna.
Good job I'm not called Rodney, eh?
Well, that would be a worry. My father-in-law is, though. We're getting the whole cast together. Andressa makes way for Brazil. And Gabriela Zanotti is the replacement. It's gone all the way through towards Mittag, his Feist. Behind Mittag and then over the top from Debritz. Still holding on, Iceland. Here's Fabiana. Drawing that game, though, would only have mattered if Brazil had won here. Here's Marta. Certainly made sure the referee saw that foul from Debritz.
I think she even turned to face the referee as she fell over. It was a foul, but she, yeah, definitely made the most of it. Good feet again, though. Little Maradona turn to get away from two players. Just the feet are so quick, she just draws those fouls.
Fabiana and Marta both there. You imagine it would be Marta who would take it. And it goes from Marta straight into the hands, though, of Schultz. Hasn't had a great deal to do.
No, what she's done well. Commanded a box quite well. And
now Maya for Germany. Good block by Darlena. There's Maya. Just towards Feist. Fabiana with the header away. Now Sasic. Alushi.
that's probably the only bad ball she's put in all game. Alushi, I think she's been excellent.
Yeah, she's had a terrific game. Fatmira Alushi. Brazil's first appearance at the Algarve Cup isn't going to end with them playing in the final. Looks as though Germany are going to come up short this year as well. Oh, it was almost a delightful ball through for Darlena from Marta. Petter back to Schultz. Now Gersling. Touch from Sasic. Debritz putting herself about in there. Feist challenging for it as well, but Brazil come up with it. Alushi. Now Petter. It's been comfortable this really, hasn't it, for Germany?
Yeah, I think it has. I think you know, the odd scare, I think, when it went to 1-1, but most of the game they've dominated, they've commanded, they've defended pretty well. I know we've said that they probably don't look assured as sometimes when we watch Germany, but they've done their job, haven't they? They've done what they had to do, and they've definitely learnt from the Sweden game earlier on in the tournament. So we say Brazil are very unorthodox. You don't know what to expect with them, so it's difficult to play against.
Fabiana.
Couldn't actually say what formation they played or who played where, because they play everywhere, don't they?
I wonder if Vadal coaches as much as just picks the team, really.
Yeah.
There's Dabritz. Alushi. Formiga getting back at it.
I just think for Brazil to get to that next level, I think they have to be coached a little bit more, and it's probably boring style of football that they don't want to play, but I think to not concede the silly goals.
I think you'd have them as a shoe-in for the quarter-finals, but whether they can go any further than that.
Yeah, I think they'll definitely get out of the group. And then I suppose it depends who they get and which Brazil turn up, I suppose.
This was a World Cup final, wasn't it, between these two? Was it 2007, I think it was?
I think it was.
Free kick for Germany. Marajan going for goal. Yeah, 2007. Germany won 2-0. Lauder was a scorer that day with a certain Birgit Prinz. It was off the hands, wasn't it?
Yeah,
but
it was.
I guess her body was kind of behind it.
Yeah, I think she was she was protecting herself, but I always say don't raise your arms in the area.
3 minutes to go. Brazil 1, Germany 3. Germany heading towards the third place playoffs as things stand, because the USA are currently drawing 0-0 with Iceland. 7 points would be enough to take them through to meet the French. A tournament that has been dominated over the years by Germany and the USA. Germany have won it 3 times, the US 9. There's Marta. Norway still the second most successful country with their 4 wins, but have to go back to 1998 for the last of those. They won 4 of the first 5. Here's Formiga. Tamirez. Through for Brazil. Another solid game for Maya, who I know you're a big fan of.
Yeah, I think she's played well again. She's just a no-nonsense defender. I just like how she goes about her business and wins the ball, gives it, and she works really, really hard. Real team player.
Brunner.
Sort of just came into her own in the European Championships. It's just kept getting better and better.
What an environment, though, to play your football. So many quality players.
You're only going to learn, aren't you, playing against those sort of players.
Into the final minute of the regulation 90. There's a chance for Sasic! Oh. You could see what she was trying to do, but just a bit heavy on the touch.
That was a great idea. What a ball in again, but bad defending. Just tried to lob the keeper. Right thing to do, just wrong execution. That'd have been
tried to make too sure of it.
She did.
And Lucia after this cleared by Tamirez. They're into 4-minute stoppage time between the USA and Iceland, still 0-0. Gersling back to Schultz. Well, this game was pretty much done and dusted for Germany. The first 11 minutes of the second half. Brazil got their equaliser before Sasic responded within 2 minutes, and then Marijan added another 7 minutes later. Here's Formiga. Fabiana. Just suits that role, Sylvia Nye, doesn't she? Just here's Alushi. Still going, twisting and turning, goes for goal, and is unlucky. Fatmira Alushi would have rounded off a terrific individual performance.
Yeah, I would have liked her to have scored, actually. Because she's created for others, and she just decides this time, I'm twisting and turning, I'm just going to go for goal. And why not? She's disappointed with herself.
Sounds like a feeling you know well. I've created for others, and I'm going to have one for myself.
Mine usually do that as well, go over.
Pensive looking Vadal, the coach of Brazil. This team well beaten here. Top the group coming into the final round of games, but haven't really got near to troubling Germany. Even when they equalised, you never really felt they were going to go on and win the game.
No, not at all. Like I said, Germany, they can always step up a little bit more if they have to, and that's what they've done in this game. Controlled it.
Corner towards Taylor. Header away was by Kramer. Marijan after that one was beaten to it though by Fabiana. Fabiana. Androsina's ball out to Fabiana. Good run by the right back, amazing run into Marta. Androsina. Oh, Marta turning away from Kramer, still going Marta, and still going. Even her teammates getting in away. Oh, Marta going for goal, and it's just wide, what a shame.
She just wants to do it all herself, doesn't she? She's thought, my teammates aren't doing it, I'm just going to get the ball and I'm just going to keep going and I'm going to create a little bit of space, and as soon as she creates that space for herself, she gets a shot on target, well, just off target.
And there is the final whistle. Oh, Germany have done their bit. They've won here by 3-1, but they're just waiting on the final score between the USA and Iceland. But unless Iceland were to score a couple of late goals, it won't be enough. Germany are surely heading into the third-place playoff. And it's looking like United States against France in what will be a really tasty Algarve Cup final. Well, Pop gave Germany the leads on half-time. Bruner's header that went in off Gersling, equalising for Brazil, but they were level for just 2 minutes before Sasic restored the lead for Germany, and then Jennifer Marizan, wonderful piece of play between her and Sasic. She scored the third. Brazil 1, Germany 3. So disappointing then in the end for Brazil, a chance to reach the Algarve Cup final at the first attempt. Hasn't come to fruition for them. And Germany have beaten Brazil here comfortably in the end. So let's take a look back at the goals then. Alex Pop thumping the header home on 39 minutes, and Germany worth their lead at the break.
Oh, they really were. And this was Pop's third chance, third attempt at goal, and she doesn't make any mistakes with that header. Absolute thunderbolt.
Well, this is the Brazilian goal. A touch on it from Brunner, but it's got all the way through, and I think, as you say, last touch was off Gersley.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you can see a little bit better here. Just seems to hit her on the back.
Yeah.
Don't think she knows anything about it. She's really disappointed with herself. But Brunner does well to actually get the initial header, but I think just that little touch just puts it past Schultz.
Well, they were level for just 2 minutes. Luciana's ball out wasn't the best. The header back in towards Sasic. Poor defending from Brunner. Sasic was stronger and tucked the ball away. And actually, when we watch these goals back, as we are doing, the second and third German goals were so avoidable for Brazil.
They really were, and it's just mistakes, individual and collective errors, and Germany will just pounce on things like that. Any sort of mistakes, the likes of Sasic, Marajan, they're on it straight away.
It's a well-worked goal, this, on the face of it, but just watch the Brazilian defender, Thaisa. There she is with Marajan. It's completely the wrong side of her and just leaves her with a tap.
And she actually puts her arms in the air, blaming somebody else, but it was completely her player. She was with Marajan, but just let her go. You can see this is a lovely little ball out wide initially, and then you can see she's with her, she sees her. All she's got to do is stay goal side, and she lets her run in. Lovely ball in though.